Ka'imi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A give to Williams, running right. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Attack! Push him back! Push him back! Switch!
They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down, Chiefs.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Texans 7, Chiefs nothing.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 15. Check 15. Kill.
Yellow.
Kill.
Yellow.
Shift. Watch the shift.
First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, 57. Slam. Check nickel. Check 37.
Here's McCoy. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Yellow.
all runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 2nd down now, it's McCoy, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, not a huge gain there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Attack! Whip! Watch the whip! 55, mark, guys, 55. Hey, watch the slant! Jim!
Hey, Sunday. Yellow!
Jim.
Easy!
Scene 6.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. It's complete. Stills. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Max 22. Rabbit.
Hey, we got to snap the line. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Here's Watson. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check three. Check three.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Over.
Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Let's go.
Back to the air. Watson on second down. Flushed out right. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch twit. Watch it. Check. Hey, 31. Time go. Check. Cover. Hey, 55. Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the ship. Check 31.
From the 38, Watson. He completes it to Jones. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a third down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Ka'imi Fairbairn comes on. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Offensively, pretty good execution. Long drive, chews up the remainder of the first half clock, and they finish it off with 3 points.
And what's the best byproduct of the whole thing besides the fact that they got points on the board? They didn't leave the other team any time to mount a drive themselves.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
That's going to be a long day. Check. Hey, Ridley. Check out now.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 73 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check 3. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Watson now to throw. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They run it again with Williams. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Williams. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
Hey, switch gears. Rush in.
Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Again, it's McCoy. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this. Sir.
Butker on for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Texans 10. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead.
You're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come on, D. 26. Like 22 on. All day, every day, any day. Kill.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Let's get there.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Show it. He's crashing. He's checking crashing.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Watson. And Stills bringing it in. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Watson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. It's complete to Jones. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They come out here in the eye. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Under 10.
Watson with a give to Miller, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Yellow.
15.
On first down, it's McCoy. McCoy's got the first down and more. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. LeSean McCoy in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Texans 17. Harrison Butker to kick off 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
At the 47-yard line.
No. 59.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Fuller. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
What we got?
First and 10.
Check 4.
36-yard line.
What? Quit. Check. 1, 6, 3. SOS.
Now Watson. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Fuller. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the red zone now, Watson on the left side. This is Stills. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7.
Like 22, he's coming.
Watson now to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the
absolutely.
season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see the defensive strategy.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play.